Okay, so when was the last time I made a review on Mineplex? I don't quite remember. Well, I guess I fell just a wee bit behind, it seems. Lightning round, let's go, right now. So, as I said, I'm going to be doing a sort of lightning round covering Mineplex's updates for essentially the last 6 months. I know, it sounds like quite a lot to get down in this short of a video, but I think I can do it. I think so. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to go down each of the updates that Mineplex released according to what they have on the homepage, and I will briefly explain what I thought of the update and if I had any criticisms towards it. After all this, I'll go into detail with a couple of the other updates and just give my final analysis. I'll also give each update a rating out of 5, similar to my other reviews. Oh, and before I start, I should mention that I do like the large majority of these updates. It's nothing like the Titan rant from way back when. Finally, I will only be covering updates that were posted on the home page of the site. This should be most of them, and I'll probably only skip a few technical changes or announcements. I'll be doing most of the updates that were posted there. So are you ready? Because it's going to go really quickly. First patch of 2016. A small patch rightfully named that adds a useful gladiators features and updates everyone on clans. Unfortunately, doesn't provide much else. 3 points. Gwen is here, or the Speed Builders update. A brilliant game that breaks the mold for Mineplex, incorporates some neat mini builds to make the game interesting, adds some community appreciation with the Facebook chest as well as fixing lots of bugs. Most features still are a hit today. 5 points. The Trainee Apps update. Removing the rank requirement for applying for trainee has been a community requested feature for years, and it's nice to see it implemented. Unfortunately, it's another lost feature for ranks. 4 points. Love is in the air. A new holiday game along with some nice new sets of brand new cosmetics, something we haven't seen in quite some time, not to mention a way to gift items to others. Adding some awesome community builds for speed builders tops this one off. The only thing I can't really understand is the need for a Mineplex subreddit. Seems pointless, but nothing to really complain about. 5 points. Draw My Thing update. No one expected it, but it sure delivered, greatly increasing the quality of the game, but unfortunately removing the different kits. Still succeeds in what it wants to do. 5 points. Mineplex in 1.9. Pretty much just an update to add 1.9 support, not giving a rating or counting it, but it was nice that they got it out so quickly. Clans Beta. So much of the community wanted this, and they got it in a buggy and crash-filled release. Personally, I still do not like factions, therefore it's not really fair to me to criticize this too much, but there will still loads of fun new features for everyone to use, and a much better setup than back in 2015's initial staff testing. Great to see this long wait finally come to an end. 4 points. MC League. Perhaps one of the best games ever on Mineplex. It's an extremely fun, vanilla-ish game that includes a nice rating system. It definitely has great potential for the future, and I'm looking forward to see what they'll do with it. 5 points. The May map update. It had been quite a long time since the last map dump, and this one did not disappoint. As always, the maps are very nice for gameplay and cosmetics, not to mention loads of bug fixes for existing maps. I don't understand why maps really need to be removed though. 4 points. The Mineplex and Mavericks deal. Great potential, spoiled by Mojang. Surprise, surprise. I'm not rating this one, but I'm honestly frustrated at Mojang's tactics here. The Illuminated Chest update. A big old cosmetic update and a whole new chest revealed that doesn't give duplicate cosmetics. Very good. Some new cosmetics that aren't auto-enabled on lobby switches. Not good. Buggy wind effects that don't work and lag. Very bad. 3 points. Community appreciation. Nice to see lots of admin giveaways going on. Once again, it's a technical update, so not giving it a rating, but hopefully more things are done like this throughout the entire year, along with fun events and things to bring the community together. That would be very beneficial. The June map update. Another map dump already? Sure, why not? The maps are very well built and interesting, just as the May update, but once again removed some maps. I still don't understand that. At least we finally got another survival games map. 4 points. Weekend Brawl. Events for unlimited play on weekends with different games each time, coupled with treasure shards for all, including a new perk for ranked players, makes this one of the best updates the network has seen for a while now. 5 points. Kit progression. This update brought us a long-awaited default kit selection as well as introducing kit leveling. They haven't released exactly how this is all going to work, but more customizable kits sounds pretty interesting. We'll have to see where this goes. 5 points. And the Freedom update. The new chest and cosmetics are nice, something we weren't expecting, but they are a bit expensive for what they're worth. And the game amplifiers are nice to see, but again, they cost a bit much in my opinion. And cosmetic persistence, that's very appreciated. Well, if it weren't so buggy. Needs some tweaking, but overall, a pretty good update. 4 points. And that's it. A total of 14 updates for 2016 to date by my count. Not bad, not bad at all. In fact, it's a huge improvement over 2015, which only saw 8 updates to date last year. Adding up all the points rounds up to 47 of a potential 55 points. Keep in mind these are my personal opinions on these updates. It isn't an objective rating or list. But let's talk about a few of my favorites here. The Weekend Brawl. So as I said, this update really impressed me with the decision to finally give out treasure shards. And considering the EULA, this definitely follows it. I'd always said in the past that shards should remain primarily for premium players, and even though all players do receive the award, they definitely got it right here. Giving players with ranks extra shards is completely fair and follows the EULA, and ranks even have a better value now. This wouldn't have had such a great effect either if it wasn't for the previous cosmetic updates, as for the longest time Mineplex had not updated their cosmetics. Needless to say, the Weekend Brawl and Fountain model was a smart choice. The fact that games will rotate each weekend, this does mean there's something new each time. Even if they only have 10 variations, this means you won't see the same game for at least 3 months, so it is definitely keeping things fresh and new. I will note though, some people were requesting the game to be permanent, and while I can understand that, I don't believe it should be. Well, for one, the game is actually pretty unbalanced. Golden apples are able to heal instantly, armor enchants were broken, causing players to take more damage from them, fire aspect swords could be 2 or 3 hit kills on other people, the list goes on and on with these. But when it's a game that rotates out every weekend, I honestly don't mind it, because they have to put these together faster, and they're only going to be there for a few days anyway, so not really the end of the world. It's still really fun to play in my opinion. I'm really looking forward to what they'll do going forward with this. MC League. This game is pretty basic, but similar to Micro Battle, they've definitely hit the nail on the head with this one. It's very enjoyable to play because of that vanilla aspect. In my top 10 minigames video, I said that Champions Dominate and Team Deathmatch were my favorite minigames. But, to be honest with you, this game has overtaken both of those. I like to compare MC League to Dominate because they're both games where you essentially have to outlive the other team. The only difference is that you're dealing with towers instead of capture points, and you have to take the towers out rather than claim capture points. And since I prefer the vanilla gameplay to the more complex Dominate classes, this one is the better choice in my opinion. The ELO rating system, while nice, does need some extra features such as a leaderboard that is always updated, and even one displaying in-game. Nice to see something like ranked matches if this is ever possible. I'm excited though for what they'll hopefully do to this game. Cosmetic updates. The cosmetic updates so far this year have been extremely impressive. It is nice to see the Mineplex branching out and trying different types of cosmetics, notably the wind effects. Despite what I've said on the forums from time to time, and even earlier in the video, I'm actually getting more used to them and enjoying them. They've made lots of different ones too, so you can spice it up from time to time. Unfortunately, they have some problems. They tend to bug out quite frequently, showing other players, not spawning in the protected box, lagging people out, and lots of other things. They do need to be cleaned up before I can really enjoy seeing them and using them. In addition to this, and I did mention this earlier, cosmetics do not auto-activate upon switching lobbies. This is the biggest problem with cosmetics right now, as no one really wants to activate them every time they join a new lobby. And from what I hear though, this is something they are working on, so I won't hold it against them that much. I also wanted to bring up that deal that was made with the Dallas Mavericks and Mojang's actions following it. If you don't know, on May 18th, Mineplex announced they'd be creating a world on Mineplex that was a reconstruction of the Mavs stadium. They also announced it would be free for anyone to join and participate in the activities there. Just a week or so later, on May 31st, Mojang changed their commercial usage guidelines to essentially ban this kind of stuff. You know the Hypixel housing world they made with the New York Times? You know the phone in-game creation Verizon made for Captain Sparkles and Seth Bling? You know even the world that Mineplex hosted for people to donate to join a while ago for a non-profit? All of these things are now banned by the new changes. I am extremely disgusted once again with Mojang's distaste toward the community and its money making. I just do not understand why they do this. Likely it has to do something with Microsoft, but it hasn't been proven yet, so we can't really say. This obviously isn't Mineplex's fault, but apparently their deal was just the straw that broke the camel's back. There hasn't been an official word as of today, but likely the deal was called off. It really is a shame on Mojang's part that they keep doing this. Honestly, with the EULA and these crazy schemes, I don't know what to say about them anymore. That's pretty much all I have to say on Mineplex's updates so far this year. Overall, I believe the server is getting back on track with good, consistent updates. I'm looking forward to what they'll do with the rest of the year, and hopefully I'll do some more consistent reviews of the network along with the usual minigame videos. As for my videos, the next Joe Reviews is going to be something very different, and it's something I have never done before, and I'll let you know what that is next time. This is JoePico14 signing out, and remember everyone to play Minecraft and eat bacon. Thank you for watching.